Good morning, Hawks. My name is James Axel.
And I'm Dawson Van Ginkle, and you're watching
Hawk Talk. I can't believe that summer is just around the corner.
I know, I'm so excited. I've got so many things planned. I'm going to go to the beach, I'm going to go hiking, camping under the stars.
Under the stars? I feel like I've heard that somewhere before.
Prom is going to be such a blast this year.
I know, it's going to be out of this world.
Wow. Speaking of world, the month of May is dedicated to the Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders from across the globe.
That's awesome. Let's check out this segment to learn more about their culture.
To bring awareness of Asian American Pacific Islander Month, we talked to Asian Americans in our community and asked them questions about their food. Let's dive deeper and see what they had to say.
Today I brought in Nai Wang Bao. This is a little bun filled with egg custard, and you usually go get this when you're getting dim sum with your family, which is traditional Cantonese brunch.
It's all about family because you can't go to dim sum by yourself. Like that is, like you want to get different things and you want to try a lot of stuff. So it's a very family-oriented meal.
I brought in chicken adobo.
Eating adobo reminds me of just like more of a younger time where I would just be like eating with my grandmothers and my cousins.
Like the earliest I remember eating adobo was probably when I was like 6. My mom would always cook it for like parties, and anytime we had like Filipino gatherings with like all of the aunties and everybody in the same area, we would always bring food with us, and so that's about the time when we would eat it really often.
I brought turon, and it's almost like banana that's wrapped in like sugar and then it's deep fried.
Today I brought food which is called kimbap, which is rice wrapped around a seaweed with a bunch of stuff inside it.
I brought dumpling, and this means a lot actually. This is the place where my grandparents come from in China. We're known for this, so this is something we're very proud of.
Mochi is a big part of Japanese culture. You have it for New Year's, and it's one of those little tenements of Japanese culture, I think.
I think this was just a really easy dish for my mom to make because it was just one dish. You know, it was in a bowl and everything was contained in a bowl. It was easy to eat for us kids and it was easy to clean, and that was probably the reason why my mom started making it a lot.
Especially when I was in elementary school, a lot of people didn't like my food. They always thought it was smelly or weird and gross, and I guess I kind of felt ashamed about that, so I kept on asking my mom, "Oh, can we get like pizza rolls or those like other white foods so that way people wouldn't judge me for what I ate."
My parents were both immigrants, but they immigrated at a really young age, and I was never spoken to in Vietnamese, so I never learned it. So it's been really difficult dealing with that because I feel like I'm not Vietnamese enough sometimes, but recently I've come to terms with the fact that I'm just as Vietnamese as anybody else.
The big part of Filipino food is bringing people together.
During Nowruz, which is a Persian New Year, I spilled a whole bucket of saffron ice cream on the grass. Like, everyone was angry at me at first, but we just eventually laughed off about it, and you know, it was fun.
Be confident in who you are. You don't have to change who you are to be seen in the world's eyes. So, yeah. Okay.
Fun. Yeah,
okay, thank you.
Wow, all this talk about food has really made me hungry.
Seriously, I feel like I could eat a whole buffet right now.
A whole buffet? That's a lot of food. You would need a whole team of people to make that happen.
Speaking of team, I wonder how our sports teams are doing.
Let's check out our last edition of
Jock Talk.
I'm Caleb Bagardis.
I'm Phil Seidel.
I'm Jordan Sievers.
And I'm Parker Blado.
And you're watching
Jock Talk.
Congratulations to the football team and the girls golf team for being named league champions.
In addition, congratulations to football, girls golf, boys water polo, boys basketball, wrestling, boys soccer, girls water polo, track and field, swim, baseball, boys tennis, and boys golf for qualifying for CIF.
We had 2 school record breakers this year. Emily Garten broke the ace record for an individual match with 12 aces against Sonora, and Kara Chang broke the record for triple jump with 36 feet and 2.5 inches.
Finally, a very special congratulations to Isaiah Quintero for winning state champs in wrestling. He was also one of the top 24 wrestlers in the country and is running for National High School Wrestler of the Year. He is one of 3 sophomores. If you see him around, say congrats.
Thanks for watching the final episode of Jock Talk.
And we'll catch you next year for more sports updates.
I'm so proud of all of our sports teams.
I know, they've worked hard all year.
That was a few too many extra.
Don't say it.
Well, what am I supposed to say?
Let's take a look and see if we have any further announcements for this week.
Senior Awards Night is coming up next Tuesday. It will take place from 6:30 to 9 p.m. in the back.
Under the Stars Prom is next Saturday, June 4th from 7 to 11 p.m. at the Codo Valley Country Club. Tickets next week are $90 with ASB and $95 without.
There will be a book drive for an Eagle Scouts service project held on June 12th. Drop off used books in the south parking lot by the 500 building.
Lakeview Elementary is looking for volunteers to help run their carnival today from 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. Sierra Vista Carnival is also today from 3:30 to 8:30 p.m. Sign up with Miss Clemmer.
Lupe is looking for volunteers to help in the girls' locker room this summer. To sign up, please see Lupe or Miss Clemmer in room 207.
Mr. Eldo is 6:30 p.m. tonight at the PAC. Follow at Eldo Hawks to see all the candidates and find out who the winner is.
Attention juniors, if you want to get a senior lunch pass next year, you must have at least 10 community service hours completed before the start of school.
Beginning Theater will take to the stage to perform original scripts today at lunch. Grab your lunch and come to the theater to see some original plays being performed by the members of the Beginning Theater class.
We will not have school on Memorial Day, next Monday, May 30th. Have a great 3-day weekend, Hawks.
Thank you for joining us in this week's episode of Hawk Talk.
We wanted to take a second to say that all of us here at Hawk Talk are heartbroken over the school shooting that took place this week in Texas, as well as the other recent mass shootings that occurred over the past few weeks.
If you are at all interested in donating to the victims and loved ones in Uvalde, Texas, GoFundMe has established an online hub of verified fundraisers for those that have been affected by the shooting.
You can find the link to this fundraiser on the DMAA website at edhsdigitalarts.com.
That concludes our episode of Hawk Talk.
There will not be an episode next week, but we'll see you the following week for our final episode of the year.
I've been Jocelyn Van Ginkel.
And I was James Axel. And we'll see you
next time.